Hey guys, it's Mrs. Davis. Today we're going to read Where Land Meets Sea. It's another one by Alan Fowler. Let's read. Many families spend summer vacations by the seashore. Keyword here is seashore. That's why it's highlighted in yellow, and that means that it is the shoreline where the ocean meets the land there. They head for wide, sandy beaches that are great for swimming or surfing or boating or just lying in the sun. But there are other kinds of seashores besides sandy beaches. Keyword here is beaches, and then you see the children here on a beach. A seashore is in any place where land meets sea or ocean. Some seashores are rocky. They may look lonely, yet be full of life. Animals and plants live in little pools called tide pools among the rocks. If you look real closely here, you can see some starfish inside the tide pool there. Steep cliffs can be found behind many rocky shores, or a cliff might rise directly out of the water. Like this, coming right out of the water. Cliff is our keyword. Means where you can come right over the edge, and right on the edge you can fall off. Some seashores are marshes, thick with tall reeds and other plants growing in the salty seawater. Great number of fish live in these salt marshes. So marshes is our keyword, and that is this whole picture here. And you see the tall reeds, which is our other keyword here, that stick up out way up from the bottom of the water, and you can even see them on top. Certain trees, such as mangroves, can grow in salt water. Here we see a mangrove. There are muddy seashores too. People dig for clams in mud flats or sandy beaches. Clams are a shelled animal. Not all beaches have fine sand. The sand that feels so nice and soft under your feet when you run on it. There are pebbly and stony beaches. You wouldn't want to run barefoot on one of those. There we see those. Pebbly, rocky beach. That hurt. Crabs are at home on beaches as well as in the water. Some kinds of crabs run sideways. Keyword here is crabs. This matches our picture. Gulls, pelicans, and many other birds fly and nest along shores. Pelicans have beaks with big pouches, which they use to scoop up fish. Seashores are always changing their shape. Waves rolling in from the sea wear away cliffs and make caves in the rock. That takes a very long time. Let's see here. As hundreds of years have passed, the waves have teared away at the rocks. Sandy beaches change much more quickly. Just one heavy storm can wash away most of the beach. Waves and winds shift sand from place to place. And those waves are really strong. Sand may pile up to form a long offshore island called a sandbar. The bar then protects the shoreline from the waves. So here we have a sandbar that's protecting this part from the waves because the waves will hit this part first, and all of this will it'll kind of subside before it gets up to the actual shore. A big river can change a shoreline. The river carries silt, which is bits of rock and soil, which forms new land where the river meets the sea. This new land is called a delta. So here we have a delta. There are many ways to enjoy yourself at a seashore. whether it's sandy or rocky, muddy or marshy. Besides swimming or sailing, you can go fishing, collect seashells, or see how many different forms of animal life you can find. Again, you see some starfish here, some coral. Bet they're finding some interesting things there. And many people feel good just breathing the sea air with its salty tang and listening to the roar of the waves. This is one of my favorite places. That's one of my favorite sounds, just listening to the waves crashing. Just beautiful. So look out and see all the water and feel the sand on my feet. So now that you've read some facts about where the land meets the sea, I want you to have conversations about the different type of beaches that there can be. Bye for now.